Hello, this is Dr. J back with some more Let's Play Saviors of Sapphire Wings. I actually didn't do a whole lot off screen. I just filled in this large area down here. Saul gained 1 level from the fights we had. That's pretty much all that's happened. Oh, and I seemed to remember that I liked the original BGM a little bit better than the remaster. So let's just change it to that and see what we think. See if my half-year-old plus memory is accurate. Not that there's anything wrong with the remastered music, it's quite good, but I just want to see if I like the original even better. A shoddy sign and atrocious penmanship. Our stronghold ahead. Humans keep out. Oh yeah, well what if we have an elf in the party? We got a loophole. You didn't say no elves. Oh, this is cool music. And hey, sometimes we do get music while we're doing the dungeon crawling, or overworld crawling in this case. Anyway, yeah, I like this music. This is quite good. Very adventurous. Got a huge pit in the middle of this area. Alright, just some more of these bug enemies. Nothing to worry about, really. As is often the case in RPGs, the early battles won't be as interesting. We'll just spend a lot of time attacking and defeating weak enemies. We'll get more options for what to do and fight more interesting enemies as we progress in the game, of course. Oh, it's the Chief Goblin. Exceptionally elegant? If you say so, game. Oh, there's Verone. Elegant Goblin. He doesn't even get a portrait, which is funny because we can see that he has a sprite. But I guess that's just their generic monster portrait. Give sacrifice to Skyfort, you say? Oh no, she's being damsel in distress. We must save her. Mukabu is his name. Mukabu the Elegant Goblin. Oh no, he scooped her up! She's damsel in distressing so hard. We must save her. Is that thing wearing like a goofy army helmet? That's quite funny. That's not going to save you, Goblin. I don't know if they're earth-aligned or what, but I bet fire is effective. Well, that actually did less damage than just a sword, so not that effective. Oh wow, they have hit points. Quit picking on Alpha. How dare you? Why do they always go for the cute elf? Well, we don't even have a backline right now. Uh-oh. I'd better heal her. Man, these guys are durable. Go ahead and defend Alpha. Nope. Oh, phew. Man, did you see him try to take her out? What a jerk. Okay, so we are such a level 1 party that we even struggle against goblins currently. That's pretty sad. Honestly, I don't notice a huge difference between the original and the remastered music. It's not like the original was super tinny or lo-fi sounding and the remaster uses real instrumentation or anything extreme like that. Yeah, don't let your guard down. They closed the gate. There must be a device somewhere. We got relationship points with both of our teammates. Look at us go. Oh, don't worry, Alpha. I'm all over that. The game seems to want me to return to the town right now. But first, let's heal up. Okay, everybody's looking shipshape. So is this just going to be an event telling me to go back? Even with all our strength, it doesn't move. I mean, the palisade honestly doesn't look that hard to climb over. But nonetheless, the game wants us to return. Looks like this is going to be the alternate way. You know what? Let's not return just yet. Let's be rebellious. Our team's in pretty good shape. I believe this is our party thief? Popalog. Popalog? Popalog. There are many possible ways we could pronounce that. Hello. Oh, how can you tell? Do I have an aura that you can sense? Whoa, 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 whoa. Now that, first of all, is rude, and secondly, isn't even true. I mean, granted, she's not exactly busty St. Clair, but flat is overstating things. Fortunately, she just didn't even seem to register what he was saying. Popalog, you're a rude individual. You don't get to badmouth my elf. Alright, sure, we'll ask about him. A vagrant. Yeah, he's obviously a thief. Invisible doors and events. Like maybe here? There's a fence. There's a wall. We did it. Let's do it. Excellent. Now that wasn't exactly the sound effect I would have expected, but let's cut them some slack. It's not a high-budget production, we can tell that much. Even though they've done a very good job with what they've got. Oh, is that a boss battle? Well, it's a fixed encounter anyway. I don't think it's a boss battle, but... Can I just save wherever I want? It looks like I can. That's convenient. In that case, we're going to make a save before we engage. Really? A single goblin or small beast. Oh, right. It calls us small beast folk because even though we know it's a goblin, for whatever reason our characters haven't identified it. You can tell because it's kind of a darker color. You know, when she's not casting spells, she contributes so little damage. It might not be a bad idea to have her defend a lot of the time. Although, who knows, maybe she would have done enough damage to finish it off there, so it's hard to say. Well, it's dead now. Alchemy, smelly beast meat. Alright, Alpha has gained a level. Well, let's increase intelligence this time. Hold on. Why does Agi have a +1 by it? Didn't I increase Vite? Did I mean to increase Vite and increased Agi by mistake or something? Because that would be embarrassing. But pretty typical for me. Who knows? Maybe I'll alternate between increasing her intelligence and increasing her Vite. Okay, Shern Magic Guard. Seems useful. Target one ally. Weakens foes, spells, and effects. Lasts for 1 turn. Okay, I take it back. That doesn't sound that useful. 1 ally and 1 turn? Come on. If it only lasts 1 turn, at least affect the whole party. Looks like an item pickup. We got Fairy Medicine. Nice. You know, Saul was calling this a shabby-looking stronghold, and I guess it kind of is, but... You know, let's give the goblins some credit. These are some pretty serious fortifications. They've put up these palisades and gates everywhere. The random encounter rate is really low, and you know what? I appreciate that. Especially after Class of Heroes, with its absolutely bonkers encounter rate in some places. It's nice to be able to actually wander around and explore a bit without getting into a fight every 2 seconds. Alright, I'm kind of curious, just how good would Alpha's contribution be? I know it's very little. Okay, it's not enough to cause a 1-turn kill. In which case, I think just having her defend is probably not a bad decision. Good grief, quit calling allies. It's very annoying. Evasion seems to go up a lot when you guard. They miss Alpha a lot when I'm having her guard. Haha, yes! Alpha gets the kill. Alright, a smoke bomb and a potion. I think the smoke bomb is for escaping. Would kind of make sense based on its name. Flaccid vegetable. That does not sound appetizing. Dried monster milk. What, are we playing Shantae all of a sudden? We're gonna use this as a super overpowered item to trivialize boss fights. Together with the super pike ball. Let's go ahead and toss a heal on Saul. He's a little beaten up. We only have enough mana left for 2 heals. Once we're out, we probably should head back to town. Man, those things are weak. Much weaker than the goblins. Aw. Oh, there's a door right here. I was gonna say, kind of a suspicious dead end, but no. Another fixed encounter there. Yeah, go ahead and defend it. These things are a little stronger. Oh, nice. Knocked out, so that is another mechanic that also exists in Class of Heroes. Looks like we've been pretty thorough up till now with our explorations. Being a little bold going this far in when we're this low on Zeth's healing magic, but fortune favors the bold. Oh wow, oh they got initiative on us and there's 3 of them. Okay. Oof. That's not great. Alright, let's hope they don't gang up on Alpha. I'm gonna have her give a potion to Saul. Wow, first they got... Oh wow, she got wrecked. First they got initiative on us, then one of them ran away, and they're beating up on Alpha. These are some obnoxious goblins. Guess screwed. Alright, a level for Zeth. Which stat do we want to increase? I kind of feel like for now, let's just kill things better. Give me strength. Oh, we learned Radiant Spear. I'm probably going to want to improve my intelligence as well. Alright, Saul gained a level. His previous level up, which happened off screen, I increased his strength. I'm inclined to just increase his strength again. Killing things fast is always valuable. Alright, what's this event? There's a barrel. Smash the barrel. We got lemon, orange, and apple. Hey, they don't want to get scurvy. Alright, tell you what. Let's do that fixed encounter and then head back to town. Yeah, that seems like a good point to do so. Oh, it's Mukabu. Sewer rat. That's a Cyclops. You know, if I had been thinking, I would have saved before initiating this fight. It may have been a bad call, but I didn't. So this is a nice example of what I mean about the really horrifying monster sprites in Experience Inc. games. Also, this is a thing that I've seen before in Monsters, where they have an eyeball in their mouth. That is simultaneously really cool for how freaky it is, and unbelievably impractical. Just think through the mechanics of having your eye in your mouth, both in terms of trying to use the eye and trying to use the mouth. Like, how is that even supposed to work? But who cares, it looks cool. Saul's freaking out. Alpha's not having any of it. Saul, man up. Yes, I'm serious, we're gonna take this thing out. Quit being such a wuss. Okay, here we go. Let's take this fight seriously. What's Fairy Medicine do? Oh, all allies hit points. Sounds like a good thing for Alpha to use, maybe. Because it said Mysticism helps, although her best stat's Intelligence, not Mysticism. Alright, Cyclops slave. You know, that's pretty sad being enslaved by goblins. How does that happen to a big guy like you? Why don't you just step on him? I could slow it, but it only decreases their avoid, and he doesn't look hard to hit in the first place. Let's just hit him with fire. Kill it with fire. He can probably one-shot Alpha, and he may do so. Okay, he's putting his helmet back in place. I don't see his helmet, but I'll take your word for it, game. You know, I have... yeah, Radiant Spear. Let's try that. So ordinarily I do what? 70-ish damage? 50 to 70-ish? Something like that? How much does Radiant Spear do? Okay, Radiant Spear sucked. Also, why did I use that? I need my mana points for healing. Oh, that was not good. Yeah, that was stupid. I should save my mana for healing. What was I thinking? Well, better toss a potion on Saul. Oh, that did not restore a lot, did it? Okay, do another one. Maybe the fairy... oh, the fairy medicine's for everybody. Let's use that. We're all a little hurt. Okay, Zeth can take it, because Zeth actually has real armor. I guess there's always the option of taking off some of my armor and giving some of it to Saul. Balance it out a little, but nah. Oops, good lord. Here we go. Firebolt. This guy's got hit points. Gotta give him that. Okay, we got him. I still wonder how on earth the goblins managed to enslave a Cyclops. I guess they must use their cleverness. The Cyclops probably isn't very smart. What is this read map? Okay, it just does the same thing as pressing Y. Alright, let's get back to town. Boy, we are booking it. We learned that, at least against that Cyclops, Radiant Spear sucked. Better to just kill things with our flail. I wonder why it was so bad. Ordinarily, you would expect something you have to spend a limited resource to use to be better than just hitting something with your weapon. Leave Alpha alone, scumbag. I don't know if there was an elemental affinity thing going on. Seems unlikely, because that's probably a holy attack, right? And I don't think a Cyclops would be resistant to holy, but who knows. And it did say of the Radiant Spear that the effect increases with strength, which is my best stat, but who knows. Alright, we're out of here. Okay, that went pretty well. How much money do we have? Let's check the trading post. Sell, that's what I want. Okay, the shiny shell's just a saleable. All this other stuff is consumables or alchemy items and not worth much money. So we still don't have a whole lot. I feel like Alpha needs better equipment more than anyone, better armor in particular, because when she gets hit, it hurts. Oh, a curing wand, made from a holy tree. Does it have built-in curing or anything? Doesn't look like it does, who knows? Okay, so leather boots do not... Oh, hang on, gotta mute for a cough. Excuse me. The leather boots don't seem to raise her defenses, neither do the leather gloves. Does she already have those equipped or something? Battle tunic would actually make her defense worse. She must already have equipment. Yeah, look at this. Nothing's really much of an improvement for her. Let's check. No, that's odd. Did I not have the right person selected? Maybe I didn't. Over here, Alpha. No, you can see in the lower left. Oh, it does. Defense increases by 1. I missed that. But it does very slightly increase it. If it only increases it by 1, that hardly even seems worthwhile. Okay, it increases it by 2, but still, it's not much, really. Fine, I'm gonna save my money for now. Okay. Let us head out again, I suppose. Anything going on in the Elder's Home? Okay, Merlin just says, keep exploring. I didn't really think that there would be anything else. Giants like fruit. That was a funny random thing to pop up. Alright, let's auto-move back to where we left off. So it steers around events, or does it? Because it would have had to steer around the palisade that's coming up anyway. That's a lot of enemies. But the bugs are incredibly weak, so it doesn't really matter. Alpha, go ahead and defend once the frogs are in the front, because they can actually hit a bit harder. Yeah, even when she's defending, she takes 5, so... So I noticed that one of my characters just tried to attack one of the bugs in behind and the attack didn't reach. So if you have everybody gang up on the same thing, and it dies before one of your characters attacks it, it seems like maybe your characters target their next attack randomly, and might even try to attack something they can't hit. Maybe. I was going through it kind of fast, but it seemed like that happened. Got him. Okay, random encounter rate. I was just praising you for not being too annoying. I was vouching for you. Maybe it really just is implemented that every step you take, there is a certain chance of getting into an encounter, and that chance is just very low. In which case, it would still be possible to have 2 encounters almost back-to-back if you're unlucky. It's not the only way that you could implement a random encounter rate, of course. Another way you could do it, and a way that I like to do it when I'm implementing a random encounter rate in a video game I'm making, is to actually have a range of steps before the next encounter happens. Like, say that once you have an encounter, the next one will happen, I'm just giving an example, within the next 20 to 40 steps. And so after the encounter ends, the game determines the next encounter will be in X steps, with X being, between 20 and 40 or whatever. And then it keeps track of how many steps you've had and then activates it at the right time. Because if you do it that way, instead of just having a random chance every single step, you can kind of prevent this... What? It stole 16 GP from Alpha. You scum. You can't do that to me. Give me my money back. Okay, we got 32 GP. I'm guessing 16 of that was the GP it stole from us. Okay, stop. Yes, stop auto move. We need to heal Alpha. Yeah, the benefit of doing it as a range like that is that you can prevent the situation where the player gets unlucky and has a whole bunch of encounters right in a row, because that can be kind of annoying. But I guess just setting the random encounter rate to a really low value pretty much works just as well, and the increased randomness does make it less predictable. Like if the player cottons onto the fact that the next encounter happens within a certain range of steps, which you'd have to be paying really close attention to notice that, but some players might, then it makes it a little more predictable. Valley of Skyfort ahead. Don't forget, pray every day. So since they sacrifice to the so-called Skyfort, and apparently also pray to it, clearly they worship this thing. Alright, and we have left Fumi Valley. Okay, never mind, well, we seem to be vacillating between Fumi Valley, Goblin Stronghold, and Skyfort Valley, to judge from that text in the upper left. So you cannot actually move backwards in this game. If you hit back, it just spins you around, which kind of makes sense. Yeah, the bugs are super weak. Oh, wait. Huh, I kind of expected Saul would one-shot that bug. No, he failed. I wonder if they have exactly 50 hit points. Oh no, they knocked out Alpha. Alpha, you were supposed to pick up the kill on that thing. But calling allies. Oh, we got a Holy Era Copper. And Alpha gained another level. Excellent. Well, let's increase Vite this time. And she learned a new spell, Ice Bolt. What'll be really exciting is when she learns that Magic Arrow, or whatever it was called, and has a decent attack that costs no MP. Her offensive contribution will really shoot through the roof when that happens, because she doesn't really hit very hard with her staff. Chasm is spread on the ground where you stand. That is so English, it's unbelievable. That is indeed quite a chasm, isn't it? Ah, it's this mechanic. Another one common to a variety of Japanese dungeon crawlers, including Class of Heroes and some of the Japanese wizardry games. Was this a mechanic in the original Wizardry too? Or like, you know, the, I shouldn't just say the very first, but the original Wizardry games? It might have been. But anyway, we watch, okay, and they attack. So anyway, I think you change your alignment with that, assuming it works like in other things. And if you just walk away, there's a chance of getting hit from behind. Or you can be evil and attack them unprovoked. But if you don't want to change your alignments, just watching and waiting is the best, because you won't get surprised if the enemy attacks you. But you also won't be evil if you attack enemies that were not hostile. Quit running away. It's so annoying. Meanwhile, those flies in the back are just calling swarms of them. Got him. Yeah, I really like this as dungeon crawling music. So adventurous sounding. Okay, now that is a very obvious boss battle icon. Alright. Let's be smart and make a save before we engage this. Hey, Mukabu. Now, that is just unacceptable. Poor Rorone, just saying her prayers, literally. Don't worry, we'll save her. I kind of like all these options. Well, just release that girl. Gee. But just send. Was that, what was his name? P. His name started with a P. Or did she do that herself? A mischievous young female Megami who is a village healer is heavily depended upon. Okay, Rorone is fine. We can totally change her art style. Change her class to whatever that is, but no, we will keep the default. I like the default. Healer for sure. We will benefit from having a dedicated healer. And they can fight on the front row, so I guess she'll take Alpha's place. And Migmi's soul gives mysticism, which is beneficial as a healer. And it seems to be the only kind that increases mysticism, so that sounds good to me. Okay. Have a point of that and a point of vitality. Looks good. Welcome to the team, Rorone. Now, unfortunately, she's going to start in the back. Although, she has 18 hit points, so maybe that's not a bad thing. That is not a lot of hit points for Rorone. The game told me you're a frontliner. That is a lie if you have 18 hit points. Okay. Well, anyway, we're actually fighting Mukabu. Let's see. Yep, just firebolt him. Okay, and poor Rorone can do nothing. Well, she can cure, I guess. And enhance a void. Multiple uses amplify effect, but I feel like maybe I should save her mana for curing. Oh, and she can attack from back there, apparently, so I was lying when I said she can do nothing. For some reason, I was thinking her options were grayed out, but they just always look like that, so never mind. Let's see what you do. Oh, that hit Saul like a truck. Okay, he's not dead. Good. Okay, that was scary. Defend. Wow, they could one-shot Alpha, but not a lot I can do about that. If it happens, it happens. Alright, try to cure Saul. Okay. That did not cure him all the way, but at least he's defending. Okay, that's one enemy down. Defend one more time. Although at this point, Alpha's just as vulnerable as he is. Jeez. Defend. You're gonna have your work cut out for you keeping this crew on their feet, Rorone. What is this fairy dust? Keeps not working, whatever it is. Alright, everybody, get back on the attack. Keep throwing out those cures, Rorone. Oh, it's fairy dust, heal. Alright, well, you're the only one left, Mukabu, so get wrecked. Healer's Boomerang. Reduces damage using his body fat. Okay, he took 1 point. I think you'd better heal me. Oh, okay, she survived. Good. Alright, so that's just a thing he activates that reduces damage randomly. I flee! Get out of here, you coward. Alright, that went well. We wrecked him. This game definitely has better boss battles than Class of Heroes, especially the first Class of Heroes. Increase that strength some more. So, how did she get rescued? Fire appeared, and they dropped her, and then she ran. I was thinking that Popo, whatever his name was, had thrown it, but maybe I was wrong. Poor Rorone, she's traumatized. It's gonna ground you. Rorone has a very playful side, as we will see. She is not just a sweet little damsel. She also has another quality that kinda... Once again, we'll have a little bit of a comparison we could make with Class of Heroes. The fort. Yeah, Popolog, that was it. Okay, so he was the one who threw that. I was correct. Okay. Rondare, the floating fortress. Ah, so this was our hero's residence back then. I'm starting to wonder, by the way, if Eltha... Well, actually, I wondered it literally as soon as I saw her. If Eltha's the reincarnation of... Oh my gosh, I've forgotten her name already. The elf who was our ally in the prologue. Certainly they have a lot of similarities. I mean, even their appearances are very similar. But not identical by any means. So, maybe not. Maybe she's not the reincarnation of that character. Only vaguely. Oh, he's back. Gigi. Well, that's very impressive. Alright, so we are about to get our home base, the Flying Fortress Rondare. It told us all to jump off. So you're going to actually join the party, Popolog, because I wouldn't mind having a fifth. Oh, finally, the sky has cleared and the sun has come out. Oh, it's just teleporting us back there. We don't have to actually go on foot. You did well. Considering it's you. You have a point there, Popolog. You were able to execute commands splendidly. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. It's a turn-based RPG after all. I just give the orders and my characters do all the work. It's relief to an extent. Why did you have to turn that into a vaguely backhanded compliment, Merlin? That's a sweet smile, though. Distant but nice describes Merlin well. I can't say for sure. Extremely serious, surprisingly amusing. I guess extremely serious. So you're not joining the party. Alright, get out of here then. Later, Popolog. Whatever, who cares about him? I like Rorode. At first you think, oh, she's just going to be the very sweet-natured damsel healer. But no, her personality is much more playful and sometimes snarky than that. But anyway, we're over 45 minutes, so I think it's definitely time to call it an episode. We have defeated Mukabu, although he ran away, so we didn't defeat him for good. Rescued Rorone, and the Flying Fortress Rondair has taken to the skies. And that, like I said, is going to be our home base. But we're going to have to learn about that in the next episode. I'll see you then.